Ma'am, stop right there.
Is there a problem, officer?
Store called. Missing items, possible concealment. You match the description of the thief.
I haven't taken anything. I have a receipt right here.
She didn't even make it to the exit before the voice cut through the boutique like a blade. Ma'am, stop right there. Nia Calder froze with a small shopping bag in one hand and her receipt in the other. The store's soft jazz kept playing, but the air changed. A few heads turned. A cashier paused mid-scan. The silence did more damage than the insult. The officer stepped in from the doorway like he owned it, palm raised, not violent, just certain. What he didn't know was already printed at the top of that receipt.
Before we continue, tell us where you are watching from in the comments. We would like to know how far these videos go. And if stories like this matter to you, stay with me, like this video, and subscribe to Black Justice so more people can hear these powerful lessons. Your support helps us keep telling stories that matter. Now back to the story.
Nia turned slowly, calm on purpose. Her voice stayed low. Is there a problem, officer? Officer Brent Halvorsen looked her up and down like the answer was obvious. His hand hovered near the radio on his shoulder. Store called. Possible concealment. You matched the description. Nia lifted the receipt slightly. I paid. He didn't take it. He didn't even look. He nodded toward a quiet corner by the fitting rooms. Step over there. The manager, Rita Lorne, appeared behind him, lips pressed tight, eyes darting between Nia and the bag. She was acting nervous, Rita said, kept walking back and forth. Nia blinked once. I was comparing sizes. Rita shrugged. That's not what it looked like. Each word made the room smaller. Nia walked to the corner without argument, not because she agreed, but because she understood what arguing could become. She set the bag down carefully. She held the receipt between two fingers like evidence. May I ask why I'm being detained? She said. Officer Halvorsen's tone stayed flat. Until we verify. Keep your hands visible. I'm not resisting, Nia replied. I'm asking a legal question. Rita crossed her arms. We have the right to protect our merchandise. Nia's eyes lifted to the security camera above them, then back to Rita. And I have the right to be treated like a customer who paid. Officer Halvorsen finally snatched the receipt, glanced at it, then handed it back like it was meaningless. Receipts can be faked. Nia didn't flinch. She reached into her purse slowly and pulled out a sleek business card holder. Officer, she said, before you say anything else, I need you to understand something. He scoffed lightly like patience was a favor. Go ahead. Nia placed one card on the bench between them, face up, steady. It read, Nia Calder, Yescu, civil rights and litigation attorney. Rita's expression tightened, but she tried to cover it with a small laugh. Anybody can print a card. Nia nodded once. That's true. She looked at Officer Halvorsen. So check my bar number. Check my firm. Check the case portal. Do whatever you need. Halvorsen stared at the card longer than he meant to. Then he handed it back without picking it up, as if touching it would admit something. Still need to verify, he said, voice harder now. Turn around. Nia's chin lifted slightly. Am I under arrest? No, he said quickly. Just procedure. Procedure, Nia repeated softly, tasting the word. Then let's be precise. Under what statute are you ordering me to comply without probable cause? The officer's jaw flexed. He looked around at the watching customers, then back to Nia like she was making him look small on purpose. Nia wasn't raising her voice. She wasn't performing. She was simply refusing to disappear. Rita leaned toward the officer and whispered, loud enough to be heard. She's trying to intimidate you. Nia turned her head slightly. I'm trying to be treated fairly. Officer Halvorsen clicked his radio. Dispatch, run a name. Nia Calder. Nia said it clearly, letter by letter, then added, You'll find me quickly. While they waited, time dragged like a heavy coat. A mother pulled her child closer. A man near the accessories wall lowered his phone, pretending he wasn't recording. A young sales associate watched with wide, worried eyes, trapped between her manager and her conscience. Nia kept her hands relaxed at her sides. Officer, she said gently, I'm going to say this once. I don't want a scene. I came here to buy a gift. Rita scoffed. Then why are you making it into a legal lecture? Nia's gaze shifted to Rita. Because you made it into a suspicion. The radio crackled. Unit 12, name comes back valid. Attorney, active bar status. Local firm, no warrants. Officer Halvorsen's face changed, not anger, not shame. Something quieter. Something like regret, trying to hide behind pride. Rita's shoulders stiffened. Nia didn't smile. She didn't gloat. She picked up her shopping bag, receipt still in hand. I'd like to leave now, she said. Officer Halvorsen exhaled. Slow. All right. Rita opened her mouth, but nothing came out clean. Nia stepped forward, and that's when another voice entered the boutique, calm but commanding. Is there a problem here? A man in a tailored suit walked in with a clipboard and an ID badge on a lanyard. Marcus Vellum, the district's loss prevention director. He scanned the scene in one sweep. Officer, manager, customer, camera, phones. Rita's face brightened with relief. Marcus. Thank goodness. She. Marcus raised a hand. Not yet. He looked at Nia. Ma'am, are you okay? Nia met his eyes. I'm calm, but I was detained without cause. Marcus turned to Officer Halvorsen. Officer, did you witness concealment? Halvorsen hesitated. No, I responded to a call. Marcus looked at Rita. Did your staff witness concealment? Rita's eyes flickered. She was suspicious. Marcus's voice stayed level. Suspicious is not theft. Rita bristled. We can't be too careful. Marcus nodded once. We can be careful without being biased. Then he did something that made the whole room hold its breath. He pointed to the ceiling camera. Pull the footage. Now. Rita's color drained. Minutes later, on a small monitor behind counter, the footage played. Nia browsing, comparing sizes, walking to the register, paying, receiving the receipt, placing the item in the bag. Clean and clear. No concealment. No crime. Only assumptions. Officer Halvorsen watched it with a tight jaw. Marcus turned off the screen. Rita, step into the back office. Rita's voice cracked. Marcus. Now, he said, not loud, just final. Rita walked away like her shoes had suddenly become too heavy. Marcus turned back to Nia. Ma'am, I'm sorry. This should not have happened. Nia nodded. Thank you for saying that. Officer Halvorsen shifted. I'm sorry, too. Nia looked at him, steady and tired. I believe you regret the moment, she said. But I need you to understand the impact. Halvorsen swallowed. Understood. Nia reached into her purse again and pulled out her phone. The screen was already open to a notes app with timestamps. I'm documenting, she said. Not to punish. To correct. Marcus didn't argue. That's your right. He didn't raise his voice. He raised the truth. 2 weeks later, the story wasn't a rumor anymore. It became a formal complaint. Then an investigation. Then a policy review. Officer Halvorsen was placed on administrative leave, pending retraining and conduct review. The department issued a public statement about unbiased policing and proper standards for detainment. The boutique's corporate office suspended Rita and required company-wide bias training, with accountability measures tied to management evaluations. And Nia Calder filed a civil claim, not for revenge, but for change. A settlement followed, paired with mandatory reforms, clearer protocols, signage outlining customer rights, and a dedicated hotline for discriminatory incidents. No shouting, no spectacle, just consequences that arrive like paperwork. Quiet, undeniable, permanent. Because sometimes justice doesn't slam the door. Sometimes it closes it gently and locks it.
If this story touched your heart and reminded you that respect should never depend on appearances, race, or color, take a moment to subscribe. Your support helps us share more Black justice stories that inspire change, spark awareness, and remind the world what dignity truly looks like. Like and share this video and leave a comment. Your voice helps bring these stories to life and keeps the message alive. Is here. Your voice matters here.